7:35 in the morning. I'm Johnny Ventura.
And I'm Adryan Salazar. This is the first installment of NBT News at 7:35. Our honesty production class will be producing news stories to keep you updated on what is happening in NBTHS.
Our first story comes to us after an entertaining night of Coffee House hosted by the Painted Words Committee. Our interviewer, Justin Brown, sat down with Gracelyn Molina and got to ask her a few questions.
So when did Coffee House first start up?
Coffee House started about 8 years ago. There were a group of girls who were board members at that time, and they had visited a school that had a coffee house event, and they presented the idea to me. I thought it was an awesome idea. It was really successful that first year, and so we just continued it. I love events like Coffee House because there's so many students that come and audition every single year, and I'm always amazed at the new talent that rises up every single year. There are a lot of times where these kids can't join Alchemist or they can't join the band, but it gives them an opportunity to still show off their talent. It gives them a sense of pride too. I perform a lot of times with my students. I always pick like one student or two students to perform with, and I think they like that sense of like performing with your teacher, you know. I don't know. I think the teachers that perform at these events too, we serve as like role models for them. So I think it's just a positive event. Plus, you know, you get parents involved, you get the community involved. They come in, they support our students, they support the magazine. The magazine, you know, the event was created as a fundraiser, for the magazine, Painted Words magazine. Which also highlights the talent in the school. So we have photographers and fine artists works. We have writers that are like amazing, and our students produce all this work. So I think it's great. So I think, you know, it's just positive all around.
Okay, final question. You're the teacher and you run the Painted Words Club along with another teacher of yours, but you give your students the helm and let them control most of it. How do you feel about giving some of the veteran students, seniors and juniors, such an authoritative role?
I think my role as a teacher is first to model for them and kind of coach them, but then, you know, I'm very aware that we're building the next generation. If I don't provide an opportunity for my students here to be leaders, how are they gonna lead in the future, you know? So you have like a president, you have creative directors, you have editors in this club. I think it's important for us as teachers to kind of set or give the students an opportunity, you know, to develop their skills as leaders. You know, just because they're teens doesn't mean that I don't see the potential talent in them at an early age.
Thanks, Justin, for the interesting interview, and thanks to Ms. Molina and Mr. Buckman for producing a great show. Congrats to all the participants on a great evening.
Check out the Painted Word magazine in the spring to learn more about your talented classmates. Now we turn to a subject that's a little bit more stressing to the community.
That's right, Johnny. We're going to take a look at the recent phenomenon that is creepy clowns. It was all the rage not too long ago, and with Halloween recently passed, we thought a brief look would be in order.
Clowns were originally supposed to be fun, entertaining characters. We still aren't sure how they morphed into the creepy things they are today.
What would you do if you see a clown?
I would run.
Through the many news stories of clowns luring and scaring people, society has jumped at the phenomenon.
How do you feel about the recent clown sightings?
It's kind of outrageous. I think people are just too in the Halloween spirit. They need to stop. This is making our streets unsafe.
Clown sightings have been reported across the country, even here in North Brunswick.
Do you think there's any way to stop it?
I think it'll die down eventually. I think it's just the Halloween thing right now. But, you know, we need to have more patrol out at night in our community.
The clown sightings have dissipated, possibly due to police arrests or possibly due to the public taking things into their own hands. Either way, we may never know, but I'm glad they're gone.
From creepy clowns to a more captivating, exciting moment, for the first time in 11 years, our boys varsity soccer team defeated South Brunswick to capture the GMC title at Woodbridge High School over the weekend.
And to add on top of that, the boys varsity football team got their first victory this weekend against Perth Amboy on their senior night.
And to top it all off, the marching band and color guard were able to capture the first place title in their competitions. It was a great week for North Brunswick sports. With the coming and going of October comes 31 days of attention to a topic that affects everyone in some shape or form, the topic of breast cancer. As many know, October isn't just the month that helms the spooky holiday of Halloween, but more importantly, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Many people show their support by sporting the color pink, from pink socks to an entirely pink ensemble, or even something as simple as donating to any supporting foundation. NBTHS, however, has a much more interactive way of showing their support for the cure, by hosting the annual Care to Walk 5K fundraiser.
That's a wrap for this edition of NBT News at 7:35. Tune in again soon for more North Brunswick High School news. We are North Brunswick.